Do you like women, guns, wildlife, pirates, gangsters, and drug dealers? You would like Black Lagoon, but what if I told you there was a manga that had women, a deaf guy with a katana, cops, gangs, and a gigolo? You probably think I'm insane, but no, there's actually a real manga called Gangster. Gangster is a manga that centers on the gritty lives of two handymen, Warwick Archangelo and Nicholas Brown, who take on the dangerous jobs in the crime-ridden city of... The manga has three protagonists that's pretty fun to follow. Imagine a guy who looks like a runaway model but has the attitude of someone who just rolled out of bed. He's sway, always has a cigarette dangling from his lips, and can charm his way out of almost any situation. It's kind of like if James Bond and a rock star had a love child, it would be Warwick. Nicholas Brown. Okay, now, picture a character who's a cross between a ninja and a tank. That's Nick. He's deaf but has superhuman strength and reflexes. He's the kind of guy who will win a staring contest with a statue. Think of him as the strong, solid type, emphasis on strong. And now, my favorite character in this entire manga, Alex. Alex used to be a prostitute before she got tangled up with Warwick and Nick. Her past isn't glamorous, but in a world of... Alright, I'm gonna try this one. Ergasculum? Yeah, in the world of Ergasculum, it practically qualifies her as having a normal upbringing. She's seen some stuff and has some emotional baggage to prove it. In certain parts of the manga, she actually starts like tweaking out during certain situations because of trauma. Her personality is like the calming force amidst the testosterone hurricane that is Warwick and Nick. She's the type of person who would bring a cup of tea to a bar fight. Kind of nurturing but not afraid to stand up for herself when pushed, i.e. when they first met her. Her relationship with Warwick and Nick, she's like the patient mom of two unruly teenage boys who happen to be deadly mercenaries. There's some romantic tension between her and Warwick, but it's like watching a soap opera in a war zone. They get to a certain point, but then chaos strikes again, so you have to start over. Besides her backstory, Alex has a beautiful singing voice. It's almost ironic, like finding a delicate flower growing in the middle of a minefield. Her singing is one of the few things that bring a touch of beauty to the grim world they live in. She serves as a emotional anchor with Warwick and Nick are out doing their violent handyman jobs. She's often left to manage the domestic side of things, which, given their lifestyle, is like trying to keep a house clean during a tornado. Alice is like the heart and soul of Gangster. Like, she brings a level of humanity and tenderness to otherwise brutal and unrelenting world. She's the character you root for to find some balance or peace and happiness amidst all of the chaos. She managed to do all of that while dealing with the antics of her two lethal but lovable roommates. Ergasculum, this city makes Gotham look like Disneyland. It's full of criminals, corrupt cops, and more shady deals than a used car lot. If cities could have bad hair days, Ergasculum would be having one every day of the week. The jobs that Warwick and Nick do range from mundane tasks to taking down entire street gangs. One day they might be babysitting. Nah, not like, I'm dead serious. Like, they actually were babysitting at one point. And the next day, they're in a knife fight with a mob boss. It's like they're constantly playing a very dangerous game of what ridiculous thing would happen to them next. In summary, Gangster is like if Quentin Tarantino decided to direct an episode of Friends with a lot of more action, grit, and less coffee. It's dark, it's edgy, and it's got characters who are as tough as they are complex, making it a wild ride worth taking. And yeah, I'm kind of done talking about Gangster, as Gangster was something that I read a long time ago, and I actually had a video of this made. It's just that other things got involved. Like, this video was actually supposed to come out like probably even before my very first video with Jujuki no Roken, and I don't even want to go back and read Jujuki no Roken. Like, after like that time skip, I don't know what happened. It kind of like just fell off. Like, it's no longer the same. I don't know, I might go read Sakamoto Days or something. Not unless y'all got a request for me to read. But yeah, I'll talk to y'all later.